Hey guys, this is Miss O, and this is our last episode of Road to the Crown with all the beautiful delegates. So I am here right now in Los Angeles in my backyard, and I cannot wait to talk to Miss Universe Singapore Bernadette Bell. So let's invite her in. Bernadette Bell. Let's see. Okay, Bernadette. Let's type her name. Bernadette Bell. There you go. Okay. Hi, Randy. How are you? Randy Padua. Davey from Cambodia. Hi. Bernadette,
Hi,
how are you? So
I'm
happy.
good.
So happy that you have time for us today. You're so pretty.
Oh, thank you. So are you. You're glowing. You've got
Uh,
that
thank,
Californian glow.
thank you so much. I am here in Los Angeles right now. It's about 6:30 p.m., but it's
Right.
still bright. And then
Yeah.
how are you? Are you in Florida already?
I am. I'm in Florida and it's what time is it? 9:40 p.m. So it's the evening time.
Yes, yes. And okay, I have a lot of fans who we want to know you better. So I have a couple of questions for you. And
Okay.
then I heard that you were born and raised in the Philippines, and then you were until 11 years old. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
That's
Okay.
absolutely right. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
was born in the Philippines because both my parents were also born and raised in the Philippines. So we were like a Filipino Chai community. And I grew up there up until I was 11 years old when my
Mm.
parents decided to move to Singapore for a job opportunity. And since then, I've been living in Singapore my entire life. So I would say that a big part of half of my life has been in the Philippines, somewhat more than less than half. Less than half of my life is in the Philippines, but then a big chunk of it is in Singapore.
Right. So, how does the Philippine culture molded you as a child?
I mean, obviously, like when you grow up there, you speak the language, so there's a lot of fond memories that comes with it. And I think in terms of being able to stay humble in your roots, your childhood always reflects that, even as you grow older. Even if you're 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, whatever that happens in your childhood definitely transpires throughout the years. So I would say that in terms of community, Philippines is the place where I really feel like people there care about you and that they love you and that they're very supportive and there's a huge communal experience. I used to go to church a lot, and when I did, everybody was, you know, almost familial, even though we were not necessarily related. So
Yes,
that's,
that's
yeah,
true.
it's
That's
very
true. And
family
also,
oriented.
yes, I totally agree. And being like very, very hospitable, I think that's one of the qualities of the
Mm,
Filipino that has, that's very, very inspiring to us, right?
yeah, that's true. And you know what? Like, you go to the Singapore and you don't feel short of not getting that Filipino experience because you have a huge community of Filipinos in Singapore. They, as you say, are in the hospitality sector and in the
Mm.
medical field a lot of the times. And there's not a day goes by where I'm out in Singapore and I meet somebody that's Filipino where I could use the language colloquially and speak with them in Tagalog.
Wow, that's amazing. And also,
Mm,
I heard that you also lived in Australia and also in Singapore, like Hong Kong and Australia. How has the exposure in different cultures prepared you for life in Singapore?
well, actually, mm, Australia was actually much later in my formative years. So I
Mm.
went to Australia when I was 23 years old.
Mm.
And I actually did that because I wanted to graduate there. I really, really,
Mm.
really wanted to study abroad. And when I was
Mm.
in high school, my parents put me through an international school. So when I was in an international school, obviously all my friends were from all over the world. And when I mean all over the world, I mean like my girl gang was from Australia, US, Korea, Japan, like literally everywhere. So naturally, when we all finished graduating high school, they all went to different parts of the world. And I felt like I wanted to have that international experience even further. And
Mm.
to me, Australia made a lot of sense because it wasn't as far as US or it wasn't as far as Europe, when it came to distance and traveling time from Singapore, but it was Western enough that I was going to get a different cultural experience. So, yeah, Australia happened much later down the line, but I'm very glad that I did because it allows you to broaden up your perspective and it kind of shakes up your own reality because sometimes you're so used to a certain way of thinking or a certain lifestyle, and then you go to another country and then you completely get mind blown, right?
Exactly. I totally agree with you. Yes. And also, you can speak Tagalog as well, right?
Opo.
Pasample nga ng Tagalog. Ang daming gustong manood sa atin. At they were saying that have her speak in Tagalog. So, can you say hi to everyone who's watching in Tagalog?
Okay, hi po! Kumusta na po kayo? Nandito lang ako sa Miami. Kakarating ko lang last night. So, nandito ako nagpa-packing, nagpo-photo shoots, tapos nagfi-fitting rin, kaya medyo maraming ginagawa. As much as I can bago akong pumasok sa Hard Rock Cafe.
Wow,
Ay,
tomorrow
cafe,
na, di
Hard Rock
ba?
Hotel.
Tomorrow na, di ba?
Opo, hindi naman sa tomorrow for me kasi alam ko yung mga kandidato, they can choose to go either tomorrow or the day after. So, since I came much later, since I just came last night, yung pagkasabi na lang ng director ko, maghintay na lang ako on the 7th bago ko pumasok.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Everyone, sorry, naubo ko ah.
Okay lang.
So everyone is so surprised that you're speaking Tagalog, but you are not you don't have Filipino blood, di ba? Tama ba?
Oo, tama naman. Both my parents are Chinese, pero both my
Okay.
parents were born and raised in the Philippines. So, Taglish, and being so close to the Filipino culture, the cuisine.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the cuisine
Sige
actually.
nga, sige nga.
We love it so much. We love Filipino food so much that my mom actually started a company that imports Filipino food into Singapore.
Wow. Like what
Yeah.
food?
Bangos. Bangos
Talaga?
frozen. Oo. Tapos, yung longganisa, mayroong parang meat restrictions in
Mm.
terms of food federation sa Singapore. So, they make their own longganisa from
Mm.
Singapore and
Mm.
then they export that. Ay, not export, they distribute that in Singapore. Pero
Wow.
yung bangos, they actually import in.
Wow, impressed ako. You're so good in speaking Tagalog. Literally, like the accent and all. Like when you speak English fluently. But when you
Yeah.
translate, I mean, when you speak Tagalog, parang taga-Pilipinas na Pilipinas talaga. Ang
Oh nga,
galing.
like, whenever my mom calls me, it's like, Taglish ka agad. Switch.
Talaga?
Oh, switch. Tapos my friends will be like, what? Where did that come from?
Yeah, this is amazing. Everyone doesn't know. Like, actually, some of the Filipinos until now are so surprised that you can speak Tagalog fluently. This is unbelievable. So,
Yeah.
Billy Crawford, Pinay na Pinay talaga, right? So, Belle, everyone's saying, Belle, you are so Pinay, you're so pretty. What
Oh,
can you say about the fans that are very loyal to you, very
yeah.
supportive sa'yo, mga taga Singapore and mga every like all the fans around the world. What
Yun
can you
nga eh, parang I'm so caught by surprise with this whole experience because I'm not used to this level of supportiveness and this level of love that comes out of their own volition. Kasi hindi
mm,
talaga parang may ginawa ako tapos, oh, because you did this, then we will give you support. Uh,
okay.
it's more of like people coming forward for who you are without you doing anything, and I feel like that's so beautiful kasi there's nothing to prove to myself, and that's one thing that I really really appreciate about everybody that has reached out, especially the ones that are not from their own country, right? Because I'm representing Singapore, but then I
Right.
read all these comments saying love from Thailand, love
I
from
know.
Cambodia, love from Vietnam, love from India, love from the Philippines, a lot of love from the Philippines. And I know that this competition can get very patriotic. Like obviously
Mm,
you want to represent your the girl that's representing your country. It's a
yes.
reflection back on you. But
Yes.
then to have everybody else from all over the world that say that they back you up, then
I
It's
know.
so special
That
talaga.
that's so true. Kasi feeling mo na, oh baka yung mga Singaporeans lang ang magsusupport sa akin. But then,
Mm-mm.
these are fans from all over the world. Now, as we are speaking, love from Cambodia, love from Thailand, love from the Philippines. We're getting so many people all over the world saying hi to you, that they're saying that you're
Oh,
so deserving, from Dave
oh,
Yuri. So this is unbelievable. Sabi, she's so eloquent. Mga Pinoy, let's go
oh,
support natin.
oh
O,
my
ayan
God,
na.
thank
Ayan na. So,
you.
Mamang Glessy, go, go, go. She's so down to earth. La Liga Filipina. Love
Mm,
from the Philippines. Love from Malaysia. Love
love
from
you guys
Malaysia
too.
again. Wow, look at this.
Yes.
So,
Oh my gosh,
nakakatuwa, di
so
ba?
sweet.
Rooting for her. So, this love from Puerto Rico. Look at,
Oh,
oh, I know, gandang Pinay. Love from Saudi Arabia. Grabe, na-amaze ako sa pagsasalita ng Tagalog. You're very humble. Laban Pinay Beauties. Look at the comments.
ah,
Mabuhay Philippines. So, thank you so much.
mabuhay
I know you're
guys,
so busy,
mabuhay.
and then we want to get to know you more. Meron akong couple of questions na prepare
Okay.
din sa'yo here. So, another one is, you do volunteer work and you do several advocacies, right? But tell us one advocacy that's very close to your heart.
Okay, first of all, I'm
Mm.
very glad to be here. And let me just say that yes, it is kind of hectic because I've had to cut down a lot of the days that that is possible for me to do some work here in Miami because of my flight debacle.
Right,
But
right.
I'm just glad that you're able to, accommodate for me as well in my time. And for everybody that's here right now, thank you so much for you. I know there was a bit of mishap with the scheduling, but thanks for being here. We're always gonna make time for Miss O.
Uh, Thank you so much. So I can see more comments here from Colombia, love from Australia, love from Wakanda forever.
Oh
Wow.
wow,
What
Wakanda forever.
This is so amazing. Sabi nila Liga Filipina, Miss O, pwede ka na podcast and
Oo
YouTube.
nga naman. Oo nga naman.
You know
You're
what?
recording naman, di ba?
Yeah, I'm recording. And you know what, Bernadette? I haven't done any, parang interview as a talk show host. I haven't
Mm.
done anything like that before. So this is my first time doing interviews for the delegates, diba? So
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I get to know a lot of beautiful delegates all over the world, learning a lot from you.
Mm.
And
Mm.
also, look at this. Go Singapore, go from Indonesia, Wakanda forever. Also,
Wakanda forever.
'di ba? So yung Crazy Rich Asian was all filmed there in Singapore, right?
It was. It was. It's so crazy because I would have been in that film had I not been in Australia.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
not kidding. I'm not kidding. Like my friends that I've worked with closely during events and commercials, they all were extras on that film, but I was in Australia studying.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, I didn't even get a chance to audition for it. Yeah.
Wow. So, but that was a very good show, right? Like, it was a very good movie. So, I remember when Singapore, I've been there when I was like a teenager, and I remember that everything is so clean in Singapore. That's what
It's
I
true.
remember, right?
It's so true. Yeah, absolutely clean. And like because I was in the Philippines, right? I grew up there. And so
Yeah.
I'm used to traffic and I'm used
Yeah.
to dust everywhere. Ang daming usok sa kotse. And then when I went to Singapore, I was like, why is there no black smoke coming out of the cars?
Talaga.
I was
Yeah.
so confused. I was like, but why is it like this in one place and then like this in the other? But
Right. Yeah.
yeah, it definitely Singapore is one of those places where it's spick and spack and clean and yeah, it has
Yeah.
that very Disney effect, right? Like you don't want to throw anything out onto the ground or you don't really want to spit in the gutter because it's just so clean.
I, that's so true. That's what I remember. Can you believe that I was a teenager? That my impression of Singapore is so clean. And I believe that, I'm not sure if it's the rule until now, but you don't sell chewing gum there.
Actually, that is a myth. We sell
Oh,
chewing gum, but you have to go to the counter and buy it off the counter, and you have to write down your name, you have to write down your cell phone number.
what?
So, yeah, yeah.
Even the cell phone number?
You have to have like your contact details. So yeah, I've done it before. I've bought gum in Singapore.
to buy a chewing gum in Singapore, we have to put our telephone number. That's yeah. That's
Like, if you think about it, right, it's basically just deterring people
mm,
from, throwing or sticking it under a table or something like that. Like
that's
something nasty like that.
that's true.
So,
That's true. That's
possible
true.
naman, whoever
That's
really,
true.
really wants to have gum.
Yeah, so I want to go back to Singapore. I want to like see how it is right now because before there were it was parang super ano sila high tech na at that time. So
Mm,
a
mm,
very very nice country
for
and
sure.
super fun na nakausap kita ngayon because we have
Yeah.
a lot of people who here. Wait, hold on. Basahin ko to. Bernadette, what do you order as your first meal if you win Miss Universe,
Oh
like
my
past
gosh.
traditions when Miss Universe winner was photographed eating her
Ooh.
favorite breakfast? Wow, that's a good question.
That's a good question, but like it depends. Where am I? Am I in New York? Because if you're a winner, then you go to New York, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, what would I eat in New York?
Yes, the first breakfast if you win the competition.
Oh
Di
my
ba? Ganun
gosh,
questions dito.
interesting. What can you get in New York though?
Mm.
I definitely don't want the big breakfast that people have, like the sausage and the eggs. I'm not really a huge fan of that. I'll probably go have avocado toast, like, because I'm so Australian now. So I pick up on all these different places I've lived in. I'm so Australian. I love Australian toast.
So, avocado toast.
Yeah, avocado toast, also
Oh, that's good.
good.
That's
Maybe
good.
matcha latte.
I know,
Yes.
right? Wow, that's amazing. And also, you have Miss Japan with you right now. Is that correct? Is
That's
she your,
right.
can we say hi to her?
Yeah, of course. Aisha. Miss Japan is here with me. So we've been really busy trying to film all day, take some photos. And she's actually leaving soon.
Hi,
Hi.
how
Oh,
are
here, left
you?
side.
Well, thank you for saying hi. This is Miss Japan, Miss Universe Japan, Aisha. So, thank you for saying hi on a very short notice.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want to say
Oh,
hi to all the fans who are watching right now?
yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Universe Japan, Aisha Tochigi. Nice to meet you guys. It's so pleasure
Cute,
to be here.
She's
cute. Well,
so she's so adorable. Like she's been such a breath of fresh air. And the moment I came in, I think I came in mga 11 p.m. yesterday. She
and
was
then,
all smiles and she was like
uh,
very nice and kind and she's just such an easy person to get along with.
oh,
You're
that's
so
so
sweet.
nice.
Mm,
Well, thank you,
yeah.
Aisha. We love to
Mhm.
see you. I cannot wait to see you in Florida next week.
Me too. I'm so excited. I'm
Thank
very
you so much.
excited.
So much love coming from the Philippines, from coming from Japan. Everyone is saying hi to you. Look at
Oh,
that. There's also like
hi.
Japan,
Oh,
I think
wow.
text, and then Ghana from Africa,
Mm-hmm.
Ohio, Miss
Ohayo
Japan.
gozaimasu.
Konnichiwa.
Is she your roomie? Hi, Miss Japan. Love from the Philippines. So
Oh.
cute, Miss Japan. Hi, Miss Japan. Look at this.
Kawaii.
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 Konnichiwa.
Sugoi.
See,
Oh
this
my
is a
God.
beautiful surprise, right? So,
Yes.
beautiful surprise for you
Ohayo.
to say hi to us. So, right now we have Miss Universe Singapore and Miss Universe Japan in one screen. Can you believe that, guys? So, happy to see
Somebody
Miss Japan.
screenshot this. Somebody
Okay,
screenshot
okay,
this.
screenshot. Okay, let's do a selfie. Okay, so I can also be a representative of Filipino Chinese. 'Cause I'm half
Oh
Filipino, half
yeah.
Chinese. So we
Wow,
have
that's
Ooh.
Korea,
amazing.
we have Singapore here, and we have Japan, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
Filipino Chinese. So half
Oh.
and
And then we
half,
have
right?
African too, African Asian.
You know
Right.
what? I
Yeah.
really love this. I love the representation. You're just going in as having one country across your chest, but then in actual fact, the essence of who that person is wearing that sash is so much more than that. And
That's
I
so
see
true.
so many contestants coming into this competition, and they're not just Chinese, they're not just Indian, they're not just Australian, they're a complexity that comes with their own personal background of who their mother and their father is, but also where they've lived in the world.
That's
You're
exactly
representing more than
right.
a country.
Aisha, I'm so happy to say hi to you, you know. And then when I was talking to Bernadette a while ago, she said, "Oh, what are you doing there?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm here with my roomie." I said, "Who's your roomie?" And then she's like, "I have Miss Japan." I said, "Can I say hi? Can you be in today?"
You had no idea.
Right. I have no idea. I'm very happy to see you. And then I will do Facebook Live right now. I want to say hello to all the viewers. So watch out for, I know you want to get to know Miss Singapore. And then we will say hi to Miss Japan later on my Facebook. So come follow me on Olivia Quido Co. And I am so excited to get to know these beautiful ladies. So I'll see you in a
Woo!
bit. Olivia Quido Co.
See you guys
Bye.
there.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.